Hello, Europe. This is Dr. Stuart Titus. I'm the president, CEO of KANNAWAY's parent company, Medical Marijuana, Inc. I was a co-founder of KANNAWAY going back to April of 2014. Certainly great to be with you all today. We are introducing a new product, and let me first take you back to the origin of CBD as a nutritional supplement here in the US and around the world. When we were first developing our first CBD products, non-psychoactive form of cannabis, we had a wonderful source from Europe and had actually done a full harvest and extraction over in the European community, and then took this original CBD-rich hemp oil, which was actually a thick, tarry paste-like substance, from Europe to the US, where we tried to make our finished final products. And we wound up with three particular versions: our green oil, our blue oil, and our gold oil. And with this, some of you are now familiar with the blue and the gold because we have both these oral applicator products over in the European community. And of course, these are our highest concentration CBD products with a wonderful concentration of CBD. Now, the green oil, the original product that we formulated, has your raw direct extract from the hemp plant itself, which contains CBD in its original or its acid form. And then there's a light heating process, technically called decarboxylation, that slightly changes the chemical arrangement and converts CBD in the acid form, cannabidiolic acid, over to perhaps a more active form of CBD, which is what we have come to know as CBD in the world community. Many competitors are selling a great number of CBD products, and this CBD is based on the decarboxylated version. There are only a handful of us that even originally are even aware of this CBD in its original acid form, much less have any type of a product that will have CBDA in it. And the benefits being direct extract from the hemp plant itself, much less processing. You're going to have a tremendous amount of the entourage botanicals, all your minor cannabinoids, terpenes, flavonoids to a much higher degree, and certainly some interesting potential health and wellness benefits to it. So with this, in addition to these three formulas we have, now we have introducing to the European community our Hemp Plus Sleep oral applicator product. And this is one that we're extremely proud to be launching. This is formulated with 1,500 milligrams of both CBD as well as CBDA, cannabidiolic acid, CBD in its original acid form. Here we also have melatonin, vitamin D, and vitamin E added for additional health and wellness benefits. Now, our green hemp oil, as I was describing, this is a very thick, tarry paste, and back with the original product from Europe, if you got this on your hands or on your clothes, it might take 2 or 3 days to actually fully wash off. It has a very acidic form. It has a very acidic taste. It might burn your throat when it has not yet been decarboxylated, and thus many times we'll encourage people to utilize this product, particularly if they have taste issues, to potentially use it mixed in with food, with say a yogurt or possibly with an olive oil, or just mix it in with a smoothie, etc. CBD in its acid form certainly seems to have a little bit of therapeutics in terms of hitting the receptor sites a little bit more directly. CBD itself will indirectly hit receptors on the cell membrane, technically called the ligand, and this certainly has an effect. But when you're more directly exchanging information as well as nutrients into the cell, this might have a magnified effect. And for many people, this tends to calm and relax those individuals. So this raw product known as our green oil, and again, the differences between CBD and CBDA. CBD, of course, is more commonly understood, more commonly sold around US and world markets. CBDA has more of this lock and key effect, binding with our CB and the endocannabinoid receptors and the endocannabinoid receptor network. So the first cannabinoid produced in the hemp plant as it's maturing is CBG, cannabidiolic acid, and then enzymes will convert this into CBDA in hemp plants and to THCA in marijuana plants. So the raw juice, or the least processed, will be higher concentration in your CBDA, of course, which then gets converted into CBD during the extraction and product formulation process in many cases. So it's rare to find, in fact, we may be the only company to have a dietary supplement version of CBDA on US and world markets. And certainly, we're quite excited about this because we can now complete our full range of oral applicator products for the European community, just as we've had them here in the US since 2012. The nice thing is, of course, it's fully THC-free. People, again, will like to potentially consume this with other foods, possibly fatty foods such as yogurt, olive oil, or other foods, possibly mixing it with a shake or a smoothie, just to relieve some of the taste issues. Again, this has more of like a wheatgrass type taste or flavor. It's a very natural, raw type product. So our Hemp plus Sleep oral applicator product, 1,500 milligrams of both CBD and CBDA. Also with melatonin, which of course contributes to the reduction of time taken to fall asleep. Your vitamin D helps to boost the body's immune system and immune defenses, and CBD, vitamin E, then contributes to the production of cells from oxidative stress. So it protects cells, certainly. And we add all these three into one fantastic formula that we're very, very excited to be launching over in the European community. It's been very interesting to see research from the pharmaceutical company, GW Pharmaceuticals, who has now developed a CBD product called Epidiolex, which has gone through the full registration process with the US FDA as an approved drug here in the US. It was really interesting to see that their research showed that CBDA was actually more effective than CBD. In fact, they presented this data to the FDA. However, they were not able to make the CBDA product into a drug like they were with the decarboxylated version of CBD. So thus, this version became the drug, but nonetheless, the research is still there on CBDA. More recently, Dr. Raphael Mechoulam, the great, perhaps the grandfather of cannabis medicine based in Israel, has partnered with another firm to develop a CBDA ester type product that they are potentially going to be making into a drug. So we're very excited, of course, about the wonderful health and wellness benefits. We now have CBDA. You don't need to go to the doctor to get a prescription. This is all available in dietary supplement format, and I couldn't be more excited to be bringing this new product to our friends in the European community. Well, I hope things will change in the world very soon. I can come see the European marketplace. Certainly can't wait to meet everybody. Thank you very much for attending today. Our new Hemp plus Sleep oral applicator product, I think it's going to be a real winner for everyone in the European community.